right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachachorash, give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity, and the video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. I only got 2 clips for this one unless something else comes to mind. But this one, y'all, our people think that they're going to be able to change the devil's mind and that they're going to be able to change his system, and that's a negative. These people are demons. The so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, they are demons. And no amount of ass kissing, no amount of goody two-shoeing is going to change how they are and how they act in this world. What I'm going to show is 2 clips, essentially, of these black police officers trying to actually stand up and do the right thing and not allow, their fellow police officer abuse their power and abuse some citizens. And they're both going to basically get admonished and get in trouble for it. Why is that? Because this is not our system. And what it goes to show you, y'all, hey, I have a tab on my YouTube saved, a playlist. It's called We Are More Noble. And in that tab, I like to save instances of our people doing righteous things. Because according to this world, we're stupid, wicked, dirty, greasy slime balls. Which, hey, many of our people are wicked, granted. Nevertheless, we are the chosen righteous people. So when you leave us in a proper element, we tend to want to do the right thing. But because we've grown up in this wicked world, right, and we're in an element of sin, we've been leaning on, that left-hand nature. But in all actuality, y'all, we're the righteous ones. And you see that play out a lot in the interactions between Jacob and Esau, in a position where Esau has power. Eventually you just have to bend the knee at the end of the day, or suffer, personal consequences yourself. And that's the result of living in a wicked kingdom. You can be a righteous servant, but be underneath a wicked ruler, right? Oh, you know what, y'all? Let me do this real quick, y'all. Before I get the 2 videos, let me start, because you had in 2 Kings, you had Naaman. Let me double check if this is it. Let me double check. Let me type in this. Basically, you had the servant. He had no choice but to, be obedient unto his master, and the idols that he worshipped. But he asked if he could be forgiven. Is that 2 Kings 5? I believe it is. Let me double check. Yeah, yep, right here. 2 Kings 5, and we're going to start here, right? And then I'm starting with this, y'all. This is the position that we're in this world as Israelites. Since we don't run the show and the heathen do, we're subject to them. Now, there's a line that you don't cross, right? Certain things your job may ask you to do, you just gonna have to tell them no. And really, hey, when they come with this MOTB, that's gonna be the ultimate trial, right? But many a Jake are completely unaware of this, y'all. So let me start with this. I'll get the video, Salaki, for the long intro. 2 Kings 5 and 17. It says, and Naaman said, Shall there not then, I pray thee, be given to thy servant 2 mules, burden of earth? For thy servant will henceforth offer neither burnt offering nor sacrifice unto other gods, but unto Yahweh. So right here, Elisha healed Naaman of his leprosy, which Naaman was a servant under one of the Syrian kings. He's titled Naaman the Syrian, right? And after he was healed of his leprosy, he said Elisha, he wanted to give him some gifts. He said, hey, man, I ain't going to worship nobody except for, the God of the Hebrews, your God, right? Verse 18. And this thing, Yahweh pardoned thy servant, that when my master goeth into the house of Ramon to worship there, and he leaneth on my hand, and I bow myself in the house of Ramon, when I bow down myself in the house of Ramon, Yahweh pardoned thy servant in this thing. So Naaman here has no choice but to be under the hand of the king, right, in that place of worship. Our people are dealing with a similar situation today. You're not gonna be able to change anything here. This is not your establishment, and you'd have to be a fool to do so. So the best we can hope for, y'all, is mercy from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai while having to live out our lives here. There's certain lines that we don't cross, but ultimately we're not gonna be able to fix anything here. You gotta be realistic. So now we'll go back here. Let's let the video play.
To my officer. You're getting aggressive, my officer.
Yeah, you know why? No, don't sit here and back the story up now. Story up now.
Don't do that.
Story up now.
Don't
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't sit here and back the story up now.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. And I'm definitely letting them know that. Because you shouldn't be.
And he looks like an Ishmaelite, but you see Keisha is up on him, telling him, you know, you shouldn't be allowed to be a police officer, because he was escalating the situation, and you'll see, you know, in a second.
Why are you going back and forth? Straight up. He shouldn't be on the streets. Straight up. He shouldn't be on the streets. He shouldn't be on the streets. And I'm definitely letting no boy know. Wait, walk away. AirPods in my phone. Walk away.
Hey, and you know, granted, right? She has them cumbrellas on, right? Them eyelashes on. She looks silly with them things on, but she's standing up for what's right? And when you go to the comments, it's split 50-50. All the Jakes, all the so-called black folk agree with her, but who's in the comments talking shit? Edomites. Oh, she's unprofessional. Why would you do that in front to your fellow? Y'all, it's always gonna be us versus them. You know, the comments. She was told to leave by her supervisor and didn't, disobeyed orders. Well, her disobeying them orders saved somebody potentially from getting their head smashed in that night. So which one's more important? Right there, first comment. Say, hey, you see the spirit of Esau, y'all. Oh, come on, man.
Hey,
Get in the car.
Crutchfield.
I haven't even done
Go over here. You go over there.
I haven't even done
Actually, go back to the station right now.
Wait a minute. When am I getting in?
Crutchfield. Go back to the station.
I'm leaving.
Hey! Walk that way.
I don't have to do this. My little brother. Oh God, I shouldn't even talk to you. Just kill my dad.
I just killed my
out my face. Oh God, I shouldn't even talk. Y'all just kill my. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Wait.
You're in my face. You're in my face. You're in my face.
So the situation, y'all, you know, the young dude, his pops just recently got murked by the cops, which, you know, our people are wicked. His pops probably was acting a nut, right? For all we know, you know how Jake be. But in this situation, you know, keeping it a whole buck, right? Now here it is. This is supposed to be the land of the free, the home of the brave. Ain't you supposed to support your fellow American? He didn't need guys to show up with guns looking to beat him up. He needed somebody to give the little nigga a hug, right? That's all. The nigga just needed some emotional support. He was having a little manic episode. His little brother tripping, right? Their dad just got murked. So rather than de-escalate, hey man, look. Y'all hungry? What's going on? Y'all talk to me, man. Let me hear. I'll shoot y'all up to this Waffle House. Let's sit down and talk. What's going on? Nope. Did they know what they do? Shut up. Turn around. Put your hands. Hey, you can't. When you are a hammer, every situation looks like a nail, or however the phrase goes, right? You see what I'm saying? So the Keisha observes this, and she pulls up to attempt to de-escalate, and she, come to find out, is getting chastised. Why? Because this is the devil's kingdom. That's why.
Wait, dude. What are you doing? Wait. What's up, bud? No. He's wrong. You're wrong. You're heavily wrong. His father just got killed. Stop. Get your watch commander out here. Get your watch commander out.
So, of course, they're going to be hysterical. Whether he died wrongfully or justifiably, you know, they're probably not feeling cops right now. So the chances of you, come on, man. Come on.
Get your watch commander out here. Get your watch commander out here. Get your watch commander out here. No, I'm not letting go of you. No, you're trying to replicate my kids. This is, look at how they doing my kids.
Okay.
And honestly, y'all, they're not even resisting like that. You know, most Jake get to, you know, wilding out. They are talking shit, but they aren't being, if you were to charge them with resisting arrest, I'm pretty sure that shit would get dropped. They weren't throwing bowls and biting or spitting or none of that. They just talking shit and human, but they aren't being physically they aren't posing physical threats.
Y'all just killed my daddy. Don't touch my face. You don't see me spinning. What are you doing? Bro, I'm not even spinning. What are you doing? Bro, y'all just killed my dad. Y'all on some weird. What are you doing?
Okay. Let them do their job.
No, I didn't do.
Hold on.
That's the thing.
Stop resisting.
I didn't do. So what are y'all talking? He's touching my face, all that. Oh God, it's on. Look at how he's aggressive with me. Dude, stop doing me like that. Y'all just killed my daddy though. Let me go.
So let me fast forward. I thought it was gonna show. Okay, here we go.
Officer. Her name is Officer Tazen Crutchfield, and she is suing her own police department for racial discrimination, retaliation, and wrongful punishment. She claims the department is punishing her for trying to de-escalate the situation, even though she was trained for de-escalation.
I never would have thought the department I trusted while growing up in this city would betray me.
You're getting aggressive, my.
Well, that's the problem. You didn't think they would betray you. Once again, never trust thine enemy. And this is another problem. Man, y'all, our people, they're just not going to get it until they're destroyed. So, we are in the devil's kingdom. He's not going to do right. He's not going to do just. Hey, y'all, in this world, y'all, certain times, y'all, you know, you're going to see something wicked go down, and you're just going to have to hold your peace and let it go down. Because if you try to intervene, your ass is going to be involved now, and your ass can potentially be grass. Hey, what do the scriptures say? Metal not in every what? Hey, y'all, we're not Superman. We're not Captain Marvel. We're not Spider-Man. This is a wicked world with wicked people. We gotta keep ourselves to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right. Sirach 11 and 10. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. And this is something we deal with real world, y'all. Hey, you may see a situation where a dude, you know, we grew up in this Babylonian soft-ass society. You might see a dude roughing up his chick. You like, damn, man, why he... Nah, nigga, that ain't none of your business. Now, you go over there and play Captain Save-A-Hole if you want to. And when he pull out a big-ass Sig Sawyer and put 18 hot ones on you, then you're going to be in the spiritual realm looking crazy. Y'all, we are not, our people need to leave that. Here it is, y'all. Niggas want to have a conscience in the white man's kingdom. If you niggas cared about doing righteous in our own kingdom, we would have never got this far. How about that, y'all? How about when we were in the kingdom, you know, if you was stopping niggas from committing adultery and worshiping idols and being stand-up Israelites back then, we wouldn't have got to this point. Now you want to try to be a stand-up individual in the throne of Satan. It's not gonna work. And so for brothers and sisters watching this, I'm telling you straight up personal advice. You have to learn to a degree to just observe shit and just let it happen. If you try to, there's certain situations that don't got nothing to do with you, leave it the fuck alone. I know it burns in your righteous soul like it might burns in mine, but you just got to be vexed and you got to keep pushing. You go and taint yourself with a situation that don't got nothing to do with you, trying to be all extra over righteous, you're going to fuck around and get your shit pushed in, and no one's going to be there to help you. And the same people you're throwing yourself on the line for to help will abandon you, because they're in the world and they have no integrity. They don't operate under the same code of ethics that you yourself are trying to for their help. So how about that? We're going to keep it real. We move with the spirit of wisdom. Not what could be, but what actually is. So we're going to have another instance. A Jake cop trying to do the right thing, stop his fellow Edomite from doing somebody dirty, right? And how does it play out?
This officer wanted to check if the driver was drunk. However, when a second officer arrived and tried to defend the citizen, the first officer got triggered and abandoned his own traffic stop.
I mean, if he don't want to blow into it, you know, he don't have to, you know that. I mean, it's not against the law to have a beer and drive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got to see if he can drive.
And how can you prove that? I mean, I have the most training right now. So
What are you talking about?
I'm telling.
Okay, well, here,
All
you
I know
deal
is
with it.
that man ain't
gonna drive off when you
deal with it.
Come on.
All right, how much you had to drink there?
I had 1 beer today, and that's it.
Right now, I mean, you looking functional to me. I don't see nothing. I didn't even stop you.
Bottom line is, we just want you to blow in there. That way we can see if you able to drive.
The thing, Brown, is
I'm not gonna do that. I would have swerved.
Hey, Sergeant Brown, I gotta prove that he's less safe. I'll violate his Fifth Amendment right.
No, he was proved less safe when he was crossing.
See, that's you niggas caring about the amendments and the Constitution. Esau don't care about none of that. You dealing with the devil. And the quicker you niggas get that through your head, you might get some damn where. A nigga want to have some ethics and some morals when you dealing with Zaddy. How about you niggas show some ethics, some morals, and some morality with your own damn people?
And now,
What crossing what line? I did not.
he doesn't want to blow on it. That's his choice. When I make my DUI, I visibly see abnormal behaviors.
We're not gonna argue with each other in front of people. We're here to back one another up, okay?
And Joey left.
Now it's me and you here.
So you see the mindset of E. We here to back each other. No, you there to serve the law, to uphold the laws of the land. So if that means you have to let that man go to uphold the law, then you got to uphold the law. But we aren't dealing with good people, y'all. That's how they move. So you see the better nature of Jacob. He's trying to reason with this Edomite. You can't reason with them. Terminator, nigga. They can't be reasoned with, bargained with. They don't sleep. They don't eat. They not going to stop till they do somebody wrong.
Okay.
So we're gonna do what's got to be done.
So what do you want me to do?
He don't want to blow on that. That's fine. But he's not driving that car away from here.
I can't be part of that because that's unlawful.
Do what you're gonna do. I'll take care of it.
This officer
I can't be part of that because that's unlawful. And the Jake is right. If that man clearly isn't visible, you know, he's not visibly under the influence. Now, refusing, once they put that bitch on you, right? Refusing that breathalyzer can get you in trouble whether you were drunk or not. So at that point, once they say hit this breathalyzer or suffer, you might as well hit it. And if you ain't drunk, you can read zeros. They can still try to hem you up, but eventually it can get dropped, right? There's this famous court case with an Edomite. He blew complete zeros. He wasn't under any influence, right? He had to go to court and suffer some bullshit, but eventually, right, you know, you can get yourself cleared. But obviously we see what this is, right? This is an Edomite. He saw old nigga. He wanted to get on his head. And you had that Jake try to stand up for him. Well, guess what? We're in Satan's kingdom. So it's not going to work. These people do wickedly. All left, all right. And this is why what the children of Israel, what to say, oh, bingo, that's what it is. Proverbs, y'all. That's why we just had to get out of here, because if we didn't, y'all, this place will corrupt all of us. So I'll actually end on this one. This wasn't going to be long. I just noticed that and you know, want to do a lesson on it. Proverbs 12:26, what does it say? It says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. And this is the estate with us, Israel, and dealing with these heathen and especially Edomites we're surrounded by. We are better than them, point for point, you know, man for man. But we've been around these bastards for so long, and we've been so grown in a culture of evil that now, you know, niggas done lost their mind. So when we get to our kingdom, that's when we're going to be able to do things righteously the right way. But here, please. Hey, what does it say, y'all? Isaiah 59, he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. You know, when you do the right thing in this world, y'all, you suffer and you lose, straight up. So, you know, you have to do things with wisdom. There are certain situations you just have to fall back and turn the eye from and focus on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Hey, certain situations, y'all, you know what you got to do? Ooh, that's going to be the thumbnail. You got to pull a Book of Eli. Yep, this situation right here. He, if y'all remember, when he was on the bridge in that bicycle gang, let me see. Yep, right here, the stay on the path scene. Yep. This is going to have to be the thumbnail. When you had that man and his wife get accosted by those bikers. Hey, what did Eli have to repeat to himself? Hey, his mission was simply to head east, y'all, to follow, you know, the voice given to him by the Heavenly Father. He had to stay on the path, y'all. And that's something we have to actually practice in this world. Don't be no Captain Save-A-Ho before you turn into one. All right, so yeah, let me give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem. Rokakodash to honors the elders, apostles, great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the Akim, Akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.